Let's see what lies beyond the door. It's always something different every time, so let's check it out. First of all, over the door it says form emerges, which is something that you would expect to it's artist speak. Artists start laying out an image on a canvas, and a lot of times it can look like a jumbled mess at first, but over time form emerges and you start to see that the what was once a brown blob is becoming a happy little tree. We have a heavily chained door to the left, heavily chained and boarded up. And we have an apparent very clean door to the right. What was that? The window flew open and knocked the vase over. Okay. Angry wind. Maybe this is where we go once we unlock all of the closet doors. Who knows? I only see one place to go from here. Oh, there's a chained up piano. Interesting. Some shoes. Some more matches and booze. Another picture. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen this one before. Huh. Wonder who that young man is. Oh, crap. That one got me a little bit. What was that? You see that little orb or whatever that appeared for like a split second right here in front of this picture? And these pictures are a bit disturbing, I've got to admit. Oh, we found a new letter. About a boy who wakes up in a cave. He finds a mysterious note and a gun. He then journeys through the various environments, woods, fields, rivers. Eventually, he winds up at a small cabin where it turns out this has all been a product of his subconscious, brought upon by a traumatic childhood memory. He killed a guy who had murdered his father. In the real world, he's been drooling in a loony bin this whole time. Get it? The twist is sort of gimmicky, but I think it works. Could you storyboard it for me? If you're interested, I'll send you the details right away. Frankly, I think you should take this job. It pays well, and it would take your mind off of, well, you know, everything else. Please let me know as soon as possible, Thomas Caldwell. So I think that's our agent friend trying to get us a job to get our mind off of our troubles. Can I get around this thing? Beautiful piano, by the way. I don't think it's going to let me around. Oh well, we'll go the one way. I've definitely been in this room before. Books. Yeah. Oh, what do we have here? Haunting mimics. Knock, knock, knock. Not gonna let them in. Only clothes left behind. Okay. Strangeness. Not gonna let them in. Look at the rats. Okay, that's interesting. The rats. I wonder if the rats are these memories that are haunting him. He's trying to dissociate from. Very nice looking glassware. Very realistic looking. Can't interact with it, but it still looks nice. Alright, let's just take a quick gander over here. Oh my goodness, what is that? Did you see that? Some kind of crazy thing out in the courtyard. Disappeared after about 2 seconds. There it is. This thing's all twitchy like, I don't know, like the little claymation thing from the Tool video. You remember Prison Sex or whatever? That little guy that was all twitchy. Wow, big empty room. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call the perfect room. Because I can play VR in this room and never bump anything. There's no TVs to break. Nothing. It's perfect. Alright, so what does it say? Creator's block. Oh yeah, well, we've all been there, haven't we? No mystery here. We understand what this symbolizes. Well, this room all of a sudden not as perfect as it was just a second ago. Look at this. The walls are closing in. And then the way opens. What? Is that a door? Oh, there's a key. And that thing has crazy eyes. Yeah, well, we got the key. Yeah, let's go down this destroyed corridor. And somebody's been looking for it, huh? Look at the shadow behind that thing. Look at that. That is wicked. It's got a full-size shadow. Was it like that before? It moves with the doll even. It's crazy. Trying to close the door, it won't let me. Okay. A little uncomfortable turning my back on that thing, to be honest. Okay, how do we get in here? Oh, what the? I love it. So good. Wonder if that had happened. Would have happened if I didn't find the key. Like it would have. Would it have let me keep going and all this take place if I had not picked up the key? Oh, I need a key to get in this trunk. May 23rd. How can two people who once loved each other so fully, so profoundly, drift so far apart? My husband barely speaks to me anymore. He just sits in and out of his study, obsessively working on one failed painting after another. He won't even sleep with me anymore. I can tell he's disgusted by me. The look he gave me the other day, that pathetic, hurtful look, a combination of shame, guilt, and repulsion. I've come to realize that I've become a monster in my husband's eyes. It feels like nothing a woman should ever experience. Still, being the good wife that I am, I decided to realize my husband's fantasy. If he thinks me a monster, I will sure as hell act the part. Well. The plot thickens. Suppose I could have gone on without reading that, so I guess the key wasn't a necessity after all. Don't forget, new moon, June 9th, 4:16 in the morning. June, don't forget. How could I forget? Nothing there. Nothing here but the lamp. Alright, I think we're ready to move on. Shit. Got me again. I didn't look at the art, did I? Don't want to move on without getting a glimpse of what's going on in the wall. This lady. Maybe we saw that one once or twice. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Look at this lighting. Spooky. There's a blocked off door over here. We're here again. Or at least someplace that looks very similar. We keep coming through a crossroads like this repeatedly. What do we have here? Looks like a very basic art school drawing. Paint all over the walls. And this weird bust. What choices have we this time? We've got a bunch of books. Bunch of books. It looks like some weird light refracting from behind it. Strange. So we have our usual closet and doors. This way, we have a single door. Is this lamp operational? It is. Some paintbrushes here. More of these double-faced paintings. Simpletons and cretins. Blind fools. Everyone's a critic. Everyone's a critic. There's whispers coming in from inside that room. That's obviously the way we're supposed to be going. Oh, are we back in the main house? It at least looks like a possibility. Alright, we're gonna go experience whatever our mind has in store for us in this room first. Ingrates, cretins, blind fools, ignorance, simpletons, ingrates, cretins. Everyone's a critic. Looks like we might have a painting over here. What's that one again? I've seen it before.
Ugly. You ordered a true portrait, so that's what I painted, you fucking pleb. Maybe I need to kick some artistic sense into your stupid face!
Somebody didn't like this portrait, apparently. Expected these to be some rose-colored glasses that I could peer through. Alright, well. Onward we go. It's been so long since I was in the main house, it's very difficult for me to remember anything about it. I see a key. Fairly prominent big key flashing at me. If I could only find a way to get it. Maybe I can throw something at it or climb up there. I don't know. Locked door. What timing? I like this one. Look at that. It's pretty wicked. Can I move this ladder? Nope. So if I can't move the ladder, and the room is too high, then perhaps we need to make the room not so high. But I can't pick up this stained piece of paper. I don't want to do that. Just want to find my way up there, to be quite honest. Interesting. If only I had my Boneworks body, I could just jump up there and grab it. Nothing of note on or around this table. Apparently not. What about that? Can I move that over there? I can. I can climb. Didn't know I could climb in this game. I have a key. I have no legs. I have no legs. I have no legs. I have no legs. Ooh. Are we ready to move on? I don't think we are. I'm gonna go use this key first. Bam. Oh yeah, we found another one. This one looks like it may have been burned. It was. It appears to be the mother and the child lying together, but the mother's face is burned. Interesting. So that's it. That's what we went through all that for. So we get another picture for our album. It appears to be it. I'm not seeing anything else. Alright, onward we go. Alright, here we are. It's like a weird phone ringing or something. Coming from the right. Look at that picture. Look at the silhouette. It's nuts, man. What the hell's happening here? Dear sir, if I am to be honest, I can say that your letter was unexpected. Numerous colleagues have informed me that you have previously sought their advice in this matter. And while it is perfectly understandable for a patient to demand a second opinion, I would think 16 concurring opinions would be enough. Still, out of respect for you and your wife, I have examined the case thoroughly, and I have to concur with my colleagues. Involuntary muscle spasms are not uncommon with patients who have suffered burns as severe as your wife did. What you refer to as a freakish grin or an unnerving yelp, although many would find such expressions hurtful, could indeed be the manifestations of nerve damage. The other symptoms you mentioned do not seem to be physiological, but rather purely psychological in nature. Traumatic events can lead to severe stress, and that is nothing to be ashamed of. As to demand that we fix your wife, you have to understand that what she went through cannot be undone with one simple procedure. It is a long, arduous process that will require all of your strength and support. Please feel free to contact me or my colleagues should you wish to discuss a long-term rehab program. Sincerely, Robert Richards, MD. Well, there we have it, folks. The wife. What? Another fucking quack, it says. Yeah. So, apparently, the wife had some rather, severe burns. Oh crap, we got PT all over again, huh? Huh. Nothing in the cabinet this time. Well, there's the phone. I wonder what happens if I...
Yes, speak.
Oh, the phone was up there. That's cool.
Say.
So it won't let me answer the phone. Same.
Say.
So what's happening here? Like, it's clearly ringing backwards. The words I'm hearing are backwards. Let's go the other way again and see if we can get it to reverse.
Yes, speak.
Hello? Yes, speaking this time.
Yes, speak.
Interesting. Okay. I'm not even sure if I did the right thing there or not. Restless memories of the way we were. Bunch of broken bottles of wine. Broken chair. And restless memories. What the? Apparently a very vicious one in here, huh? Vicious memory? Oh, indeed. Everything's upside down. It's topsy-turvy world. We have a light switch. What's this say? Thoughts. But there's another one of those rat pictures. There we go. Let's get it. Flapping horror, be quiet. Constantly flapping. It's a bat this time. Bat rats. The bat rats are eating other rats. Well, they must be particularly vicious. Nothing here that we can interact with. Oh, not too close. Oh, they appear to be clear. Nothing. Some wine. More medals. Antiques. There's some pen tips. Nice. Alright, I think I came through that door. Oh wow. This corridor. What happened? Someone's crying. Oh, oh, oh. Jamie's crying. What's happening? Sit on you. Whoa. It rolled right through me. How spooky. Oh, look at the shadow on the wall. Well, that's wicked. This is so cool. Another deer down. Sit on you. Okay. That was cool. Hope is for the mind. Or hope is the mind killer. Okay. If you say so. Sit on you. What do we have here? Nothing? Go down. Come on now. Let me out. Abandon hope while you can. Eerily familiar. Hope is the mind killer, you know, so we should abandon it while we can. In any case, as your lawyer, I advise you to refrain from any imprudent actions. In other words, don't do anything stupid. We still have a chance of winning this, believe it or not. I've gotten clients out of deeper shit than this. Just don't make it any worse. Lay low for a while and let me appeal the court order. This social worker definitely has it in for you. We can use that to our advantage. Portray you as a victim of the system, a husband in mourning, a momentary lapse of reason, an overzealous bureaucrat. Trust me, this is our best option. Considering what you've been through lately, I'd say we have a good 50-50 chance of a good outcome. But not if you keep trying to convince everyone that you've gone completely insane. No more outbursts, no more rambling. Better yet, no public appearances whatsoever. You could still get your dog. So apparently the wife has died at this point. And the husband, me, losing his mind, losing his daughter. Abandon hope, ye who enter here. Okay, another almost good VR room. But the broken glass on the floor doesn't really lend to a very good immersive experience. Looks like we gotta make our way back into more broken corridors, which I'm cool with. I don't mind broken corridors. What's in there? They're showing me this for a reason, right? Maybe, maybe not. There's certainly a door to get in over there. We saw a rat. That tends to mean something. If my past history means anything. Rope. Panda book. Jackpot. Panda book. There goes that mouse. That's taking us to something we probably don't want to see. Turn on the candles. And here we have quite the sink. I can't tell if it's just black water or if it's like blood or something. It's certainly strange. Okay. This is the spot we were just looking through, peering into. From the other side over there. Wanted to show me this for some reason. I don't know why. The music seems to be changing, which normally indicates significance. Oh, it's the bathroom. Awesome. Looks a little bit different than the earlier bathroom, but not by much. Okay. Again, only the hot water works. I guess if I had to pick one, that would be the one, right? What do we have here in the bathtub? Floating doll with another rat picture for us. Silent floaters that clogged the drains. Fur in the water. No baths for me. I hear that, brother. Those floaters in there. Apparently there's something about the bathtub disturbing this man. There's lots of rats in it. He probably drowned his wife in the tub. Honestly, it's probably what happened. He burned her up to begin with. Disfigured her, mutilated her. And then eventually drowned her in the tub. I do believe this is the way we're going. Another odd room. I think it's outside though, actually. I don't know. Oh, this all looks very familiar, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Looks very familiar. That didn't turn everything upside down, did it? Huh. Locked door. Thought I saw a key for just a moment. It was weird. Nope, not a key. Okay, so there is an on and off. Something happening with them. You can see the outline of them light up when I turn them on. Maybe this is a puzzle of some sort. Can't see anything with this one. Like that other one. Okay. Body borrowers feeding on me, driving me insane, too fast to cut out. So he's got like parasites or Morgellons disease. Dude's definitely losing it. I guess that's it for in here. Suppose so. Are we back here again? What? This appears to be the same room that we were at before. Only now there are 4 doors instead of 2. That's not it. Nor is that. Nor is that. This is the way. Look at that. Oh, wow, man. That's incredible. Oh, this is so awesome. It's so disorienting. Just gonna move slowly here. Oh, how could they ever enjoy something like this out of VR? This is the only way. It was nuts, man. And we descend. Of course we do. Nothing good ever happens in the basement. We Found ourselves in the basement once or twice already, haven't we? Gotta find ourselves some keys. Stuck or what? Nothing. A big maze-like room that I'm finding absolutely nothing in it. Oh, here we go. Dangling dread. Patient. Thirsty. Furry leeches. Afraid to look up. Just looks like plants to me, bro. Okay. Well, what the hell was that? Something burn away on these barrels? I didn't even get close enough to look at it to even see what it was. Interesting. Huh. More blood sink. Oh, here we go. It's drapes. The drapes are vanishing. That's what it is. Is that me remembering? Time to wake up. Tick tock. 12 o'clock. Time to go to bed. It's impactful music, isn't it?
I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw, boiled it, then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one, obviously. This was not something I'd done before. Finally, I mixed the dust with some white paint. It made for a lovely undercoat.
Oh, I found a bone. Or a mortar and pestle. Apparently this guy was making his own paint out of some very, very unlawful ingredients. So I imagine I just need to make my way to a door here, whichever one it will let me go through, and we'll be back within my central bedroom or study, whatever you want to call it. It represents my my memories. Oh, look. We're back here, and once again, everything has changed. It's a lot more disheveled than it was before. What if you fell? What do you mean? What if I fell? I shall not fail. What's in this box? There's some paints. That's nice. A lot more of these, huh? We found a bunch of these, didn't we? Very productive session. Is this going to start to take form? Indeed. You can see it start to take form. I think this is going to be a portrait of the wife. I don't think it's going to be very beautiful though, because I think this guy has mutilated her and murdered her. That's what it at least seems like thus far. But let's see what's behind the third unlocked door. It's the bone. The bone that he ground into a powder with the mortar and used as a base for his paint. I needed to remove the flesh from the bone at first. I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw, boiled it, then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one, obviously. This was not something I'd done before. Finally, I mixed the dust with some white paint. It made for a lovely undercoat. So there you have it, friends. There you have it. We have a piece of flesh, a vial of blood, and a ground down bone. And we're halfway home. I think it's a good spot to take a break. But this is a mind bender, isn't it? I mean, it's a story that's unfolding, a mystery that's unfolding. We're unfolding it through the use of clues. But this is what they call atmospheric horror. It's all about the environment. And man, we really got some tripped out scenes this time, didn't we? With the corridors, the long hallways, those were the best. You know, there were 2 or 3 of them that were just really awesome. Anyway, be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel if you have yet to do so. When we return, we're going to go through this door once more, and it will once again be something different than it ever has been before. See, look, we have the long corridor now. But until then, folks, I want to thank you for watching. And I will see you another day from another game. Thanks again. Bye-bye.